Yeah, you get any kickbacks from that?
No.
Didn't some band do that where they just released like a silent album and they had all of their fans just put it on repeat while they were doing whatever? Yeah, they ended up like getting a bunch of money from Spotify, and then Spotify like tried to sue them or something.
If people want to listen to their silence specifically, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too funny. Maybe they put like their juju into it, you know what I mean? Like it's got the essence of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would have came back with. You should have been their lawyer.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah.
Nailed it.
I'd have been like, listen, it's just witchcraft. Shut up about it. Well, how's it going, guys?
Very good.
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 Thanks
All
for
right.
having us.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Good.
Sweet.
This is Brokeneck. If you guys didn't know, we've got Tippy. We've got Joe.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
All right, I think we're introduced.
Yeah.
We got Justin, Josh, Steven.
And Oak.
Oak. The coolest name of all.
The Mighty Oak.
Now tell us your role in the band, Oak.
So I play guitar.
Cool.
Lead guitar.
I play drums.
Play guitar and sing-ish.
Bass player.
Very cool, very cool. Now you guys have an album that you've been working on for, I believe, 34 years now?
Pretty much, yeah. That's about the amount of time.
Tell me a little, how's that going?
We're about done with it. We got 2 more songs to do, and then that'll be done.
Right on. That's very exciting stuff.
Yeah, if you've caught us out at the Underground at all, we've been starting to work some of that material into our sets. It's been a lot of fun. I'm always excited about new songs and new material.
Very fun, very fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joe and I earlier were trying to decide what category your music falls under. That's a tough one.
We've been trying to decide that for a few years now.
Yeah?
A few decades.
Yeah.
Keeps changing too.
Yeah, it seems like it, you guys kind of flow, which is nice, nobody likes to be stuck in a box, but if you had to put some kind of label on it loosely, what would you guys consider yourselves?
R&B.
R&B. I mean, if that's what you identify as.
Hip grunge? Yeah.
K-pop, maybe.
We're really going after that K-pop scene.
That's Joe's favorite,
It is all over the place, but I don't know. It's got a lot of different aspects to it, but overall, I think it's more. Never mind. I don't know why I talked because I really don't know.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, it's got some rock
It's
and roll.
rock. It's hard rock. I think we started out wanting to do Southern rock. So when I met Josh, he had a bunch of material that he had wrote. It was all basically Southern rock or Southern rock influenced.
Really blues influenced.
A lot of blues in there for sure.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of evolved into what it is, which just hard rock.
And like you already have 3 albums already out there. And whenever I would listen to each one, they kind of each brought a little something different. And I felt like I could, your music changing as you were making more music.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that just comes along with as you work together as a band and stuff like that. You'll just start, your songwriting kind of gets better, I think, because you're used to working with each other. And so you'll just hear it evolve.
Yeah.
And, there's always a question like, do you play a Slayer and just do the same stuff for like 30 years? Or do you pull a Metallica and change your style and then everybody just thinks you suck?
That's too funny. How long have you guys been together as Brokeneck?
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out. Over a decade at least, right?
Yeah, it's definitely been over a decade.
He wrote that first album and actually released an album by himself that you recorded every part, right?
Yeah,
Brokeneck?
well, yeah.
Just a solo act?
Well,
was it actually released though?
It wasn't really released.
He recorded and passed it on to us. That's kind of how we learned the songs.
Well, my buddy ended up building a recording studio. They were going to start doing that, 10, 15 years ago or something like that. And so I had access to this recording studio, and I was just like, fucking right, I am going to go ape shit on this stuff.
Right on.
So I just wrote a bunch of material, and then it's like, well, this is way too hard for me to play. I need other people to help me.
At the time, Josh was playing in a band called Faustin Nihilist, which we still do a little bit on the side.
Are you in that band too?
I play bass currently, but I wasn't at the time. I was playing in Sickle Theory. So we would play some shows together. It was like totally different music, much heavier. And he would, we'd be hanging out in the parking lot after shows or on break, and he's like, hey, you guys got to check out this Brokeneck stuff that I've got. And it was me and Daniel, who was our original bass player. And finally we got to get, after the metal bands kind of stopped and we weren't really playing, we're like, oh yeah, we got to start this Brokeneck. This stuff is awesome. And it just kind of took off from there.
Yeah, I kind of brought out a lot of our, because, we were doing metal a lot. That's what we mostly grew up doing. But then we also had, I got a lot of bluegrass influences, and Oak's got a lot of blues influences, and some, like the Jimi Hendrix style and stuff like that. It's, it doesn't really translate into metal all the time. But then you put it with something like Brokeneck, and you just kind of let those floodgates open. And we have music ADD. I think that comes up a lot, where it's just like, we're gonna do a funk song.
Well,
Let's
that's
do a
why
blues song.
the Tippy Jo Show is variety, because we also
Exactly.
have ADD.
Yeah.
We're a variety band.
Yes, there you go. To stay in one lane, to stay in one box, I could never. So I definitely understand. Anytime we have bands that are kind of like, you can't really stick a label on them, which I like too, because you get that different sound. It's nice to have a little bit of variety. That's the spice of life, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nice. And I'm sure it's fun for you guys to be able to create and get, not have to be stuck somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Kind
that?
of changes like the seasons. Like, one summer we'll go really big with the rock and roll, and then things kind of slow down. In the winter we'll either do more bluegrass type stuff. So he had wrote a bunch of the acoustic songs. He plays banjo, little mandolin, right? And he wrote a bunch of acoustic set. We started doing that, not necessarily a side project. We're like, well, we'll still call it Brokeneck. It's just going to be Brokeneck Light, or it's going to be, exactly.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're doing here today. That's what led to the dobro and the mandolin and some other stuff. And
Yeah. And that's always fun to do. That's good stuff, just sitting around a campfire, sitting around a bonfire, which is where most of our practices at that time was happening, as we just be getting drunk around a bonfire with a bunch of acoustics. And eventually we'd make it over to our buddy's basement, our drummer's basement at the time, and plug in amps and be like, oh shit, this works with like a rock and roll stuff too. Nice.
Let me ask you a serious question. Is it a requirement of any band ever to have somebody in the band that has a basement?
I think so.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
or a garage.
like that's how you choose your members. Like, well, none of us have a basement.
It's not by talent. No, it's,
The garage is our happy place. Most of the magic happens in the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So, how long have you guys all known each other? How did this come to be?
Oh shit.
Well, you guys have been in a band a long time. I met you at Sweet Leaf Emporium.
Yeah.
I was playing with Jason that owned that. I just moved back from St. Louis. That's been 7 or 8 years ago or something, maybe not even that long. But anyways, that started to be an Iron Sun with us. And then Jason, their former drummer, moved on to better, doing really well with his music and stuff like that. So
Storm Ruler.
yeah, my drums just happened to be in the garage already. So they told me I was gonna play a couple
By default,
shows,
right.
and they've never
And it's
told
been
me
years,
I'm not.
and I'm still here.
Yeah, so I'm not official, really. Actually, nothing.
He's still
He's requested a contract.
Yeah.
Our people are talking to his people. They're sorry.
Right. It's not even a big contract. They're just they're dicks. So
It tends to happen.
And then we've got this guy who's super quiet over here. How'd you come about?
So I've known Josh and Oak through the Farmington music scene forever, and I guess I've been in and out of punk bands for forever, and then so I guess probably 2.5, maybe 3 years ago, I wasn't doing anything, and I was frustrating, and I was to the point where I was getting ready to sell all my music equipment, and then Josh gets a hold of me. He's like, "Hey, you want to come play bass for Brokeneck?" And I was like, "Absolutely, that would be a really good thing for my mental state." And then I just been doing it ever since.
What time?
Awesome.
We played with you when you were in Somewhat Sober at the skate park. That was a fun story.
Oh yeah,
It was a fun show.
that was a pretty crazy show.
A fun story. Tell us. What happened?
Do you want me to tell?
Go for it.
The one about Jason? Or which?
Can you legally say that?
I don't know.
You won't believe the name.
Then I don't know the story. You tell the story.
I mean, the whole night was pretty crazy. There was a big bottle of McCormick's going around, and yeah, that's about all my recollection. Walls were broken. Police were there. There was a big fight in the middle of a mosh pit while his band was playing, and they kept playing for a little bit. It was I felt it fit the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just letting it happen,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. You got punk rock in the background.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Cop showed up.
Yeah. Cop showed up, and
I
yeah.
had to stop playing. And I go, did we ruin your show? And I'm like, kind of, yeah.
A little bit.
Is that the craziest experience you guys have had while out playing somewhere?
I think so. For me, yeah.
Like as this band?
No.
No. No, yeah, just basically stuff like that. Just big fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Probably was so
Yeah.
many.
Biscuits. We've had biscuits thrown at
Biscuits.
us
Yeah.
on stage.
Biscuits?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we started it.
Oh, well, I guess
But then,
it's deserved.
we throw them at the audience, they throw them back at us, and it gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
Do you like bring
silly
these
screen.
biscuits with you?
Oh, I bake them. I hand make them
Oh
at
my
home.
God.
Put my hands in the dough.
Rolling them out. Are they
They're not-
dropped
no,
or
they're
rolled or?
Don't eat them. They're disgusting.
We've got a song called Biscuits and Gravy.
Oh, do
That
ya?
will throw the biscuits out. And until I joined this band, I've never been hit in the face with biscuits. But that changed.
You learn, if you go with the soft biscuits, don't get like the rock hard cheap biscuits.
Yeah. It hurts.
That's hilarious.
Man, the worst thing though is we did that Battle for Point Fest years back, and we ended up winning it and playing at Point Fest. And so we had our little robot guy made out of steel reserve boxes come up on stage, and well, I don't think he was there for. Anyway, we do have a steel box.
Beer bot. Yeah, we call them beer bot now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But so we got the whole biscuit fight going with the crowd there. And like hours later, we're just walking around, like watching the bands and everything like that. And you could see people walking around with those biscuits, eating them.
Oh no! Eat
better-
ground biscuits.
Yeah, ground biscuits.
Floor
Yep.
biscuits.
But it's either that or like a $35 cheeseburger. So
That doesn't.
They were free.
yeah.
$35 cheeseburger.
You're taking a risk there.
You're not gonna risk it for the biscuit? No. Okay.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome.
They're about 79 cents a can, and you just bake them on 400 degrees for about 2.5 hours.
Okay. Yeah, those are probably hockey pucks when you are
Guarantee your
finished.
teeth.
You can pair those with our soup.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. I think you're onto something. Yeah. You mark it.
Honestly.
And then we'll all
The
just shit
challenge.
ourselves to sleep.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe we'll wake up, maybe we won't.
Put some hot sauce on it, it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure over the years you guys have played many a venue as Brokeneck. What has been your favorite venue that you've played at to date?
Well, we're really happy with the underground so far. I mean, those guys are awesome. They're doing an awesome thing for
Oh,
the
yeah.
community. Yeah. I don't know. What's your favorite stage?
Yeah, I was gonna say current lineup. We like the local stuff, but we do want to branch out a little bit. Back in the day, it's a toss up between Point Fest or opening up for Hell Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Vinnie Paul, legend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we showed up, you got to show up and unload your gear and stuff. So we got to watch Vinnie Paul, like, do his sound check on his drums. And it was just like, yeah, I'm good. I could actually leave and go home now. And
But
it'd be a
Alice in Chains
fantastic
headlined
evening.
Point Fest that year.
Yeah.
So that was pretty epic Point Fest too. So, yeah.
But yeah,
bet.
Pops is really fun. I liked Foo Bar before it closed down. We've all played at Foo Bar. That was a fun place, depending on which side you got.
Pops get wild up there when you play?
Pops does, yeah.
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 I'm surprised when I was like, got any crazy stories? You weren't like, well, there's one time at Pops.
Yeah.
So
Good story.
I wasn't in the band, not even close yet, but the year that they won Point Fest is like the funniest story, and they're so nonchalant about it, but they actually got banned from Pops for Josh lighting his guitar
Almost
on
got
fire.
disqualified from the competition.
Right.
Just didn't play Point Fest.
But somehow got back on it and won in the same year. Like, nobody does that.
What was set
Yeah.
on fire?
His guitar, he
Guitar.
pours lighter
Oh
fluid
my
on it, lights it
gosh.
with no warning. Well, we kind of knew. We probably should have talked him out of it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he's like,
man.
yeah, we're just going to go for it. It's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
We didn't even think about the fact that Pops had burned to the ground.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
past,
so they got like
It's
PTSD
kind of a
over
soft
that
spot.
shit.
Yeah,
They got
don't take too kindly. They're like, no fire at all. Like, what are you doing? Like, no. And then
We're trying to be the
time-
next Great White.
Another time, he tells our friend Zach Weiss, hey, I'm going to throw my guitar off the stage at the end of our set, and I want you to catch it. Zach somehow kind of remembered at the end of it and did catch it. It was pretty epic, but yeah, that was almost...
Dang.
I remember chucking that guitar off stage, and that motherfucker's eyes got about that
Stage
big
is
around.
out there. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
shit.
shit. Travel. It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the rest of the people in the crowd just seeing that? Like, what do we do? It's coming for me.
Zach's face when it's coming at you, like, ah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's the guy you wanted to expect it, and yeah, I got kind of scared. I think my eyes got that big too.
Questioned every decision, didn't you? The one split second.
Nah, I really don't give a fuck about much, so I just kind of go with what feels right at the time.
It's not decisions or thinking is not a part of this band. It's the performance. Yeah, it just kind of happens and hope for the best.
Learn from it.
Right. Exactly.
Like the worst thing you could do is be like, "Hey, say my name," or up on stage, because I have full intentions on going up there and doing it, and then we get going and it just out the window.
It's so easy. In that situation, I'm sure it's super easy just to forget, like everything go out the window. Like we often do that too. Like when we come on the show, we're like, okay, beforehand, we're going to say this, we're going to say this, we're going to say this. But you get lights, you get people, you get a camera in your face, you get a microphone in your face, and you're like, what the fuck was I going to do?
Yeah.
All out the window. You remember it afterwards, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the creative process for when you guys are writing music? Is there somebody who's writing mainly the lyrics, or are you guys kind of all in this together?
Weed and alcohol.
Nice.
That helps
Very
a lot.
nice.
No, it's kind of just everybody. I don't know. There's
Weed and alcohol, it's a mystery. We just wake up one day and there's writings
That's what
everywhere.
happens.
Sometimes it's great. I've sent him messages on the phone that's like da 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 dee da da, and he's like, "What the hell? Is this a riff?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did come up with that riff last night. I'm glad that I said that to
And
you."
then he fucking plays it. I'm like, how did you get one from the other?
That's too funny. Just dots and
subliminal.
D's, huh? You
Yeah.
got it, man.
Subliminal
That
riffs.
must be your language then. You must just understand it.
Well, I wanted to see if they would get it. I was trying to be like on that telepathic level, and they're just like, "No, that's not working.
Yeah.
Just record it and send it that way."
We're not that close of a band yet.
But it helped me to remember, so it's part of the process.
Yeah. Steve keeps trying to get us all to take a bath together all the time. He's like, it'll bring us closer.
It will, dude. I don't know like why you.
And then we'll finally start to understand Oak's text messages.
Is that your
The
creative
tinfoil hat.
process, Steve?
You guys
It
haven't tried the
is.
tinfoil
You must
hats
take a
yet.
bath with your bandmates.
Yeah, but they won't. So I'm just creating on myself, and that sounds
Why
creepy.
the contract has not been finalized.
Listen, it's team building, guys. You gotta get in there.
I say exactly that. I say exactly that. It'll happen. It will happen.
You'll trust him after the bath, or not. Who knows?
I'm gonna sit that way.
You're gonna hear like one really epic song from us. You'll know that was.
It finally happened, yeah.
We're like, oh, they got the bathtub.
You guys have never sounded so tight before. What did you do? Yeah.
So right now, exactly. So right now it's like we can be creative in the bathtub, but right now we just sit in the bathtub. We haven't created anything yet.
It's a
We will.
process.
We will totally
It is
do
an artistic process.
It is. Small bathtub though, so it's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, but our song Biscuits and Gravy, actually, I remember, because I'd always have notebooks and stuff that I'd kind of jot lyrics down whenever we're sitting around playing, and I don't remember writing this, but I do remember waking up from a drunken stupor the next day, and just too many biscuits, not enough gravy was like scrawled on a piece of paper that was sitting there, and I was like, I hope I thought of that, because that might work.
That was just somebody you went to like Hardee's at night and you're like, got biscuits and gravy. We got too many biscuits and not enough gravy. And you're like, oh my God.
Hit song.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So where do you pull your inspiration from when you're writing music?
All over.
Yeah?
Like, it really just comes from, like, the Drunken Pissed Off song that everybody seems to like came from, like, me and my buddy were drunk and pissed off, and that's just, he kept yelling that, I'm drunk and pissed off. It's like, Jed, calm down. But I think this was in the middle of the day, actually. But anyway, so yeah, you could pull it from there. We got a new song.
Art imitates life.
Yeah.
The Walmart song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was another, we were sitting around a bonfire and J-Mart going off on Walmart.
I hate Walmart. So.
Good.
That's always the best. As a small business, I always tell people, don't steal from me. I'm a small business. You take that shit to Walmart. So
That's
I
actually
feel you, buddy.
that was my rant. My rant was
Yeah.
you're supposed to don't steal from mom and pops, but you should be stealing from Walmart because they screw their employees.
That's right.
And that's where you got the lyrics from.
Yeah.
That was the rant.
Same page. I love that. I love it.
So yeah, it really comes from, and then like, I don't know, sometimes we'll just be listening to stuff, like, I know I'll listen to, whatever, whether it's blues or bluegrass or metal or rock or whatever, and it's like, I kind of like that riff, kind of want to write a song in that vein. But I'm not that good, so I'll just write like one riff and I'll show up to practice, and the rest of these fuckers finish it for me.
It's like
And it's like, I did it, I wrote a song. I'm a genius.
Yeah. No, it kind of turns out like that soup. It's like, you throw a bunch of stuff together, then it sits in the garage for like months and months, and it's it, like.
Yeah.
Then when you open it, it sounds like a Sprite.
Right.
Now you got a song.
Exactly.
No, it's totally like riff salad sometimes, but then after jamming and working things out and playing stuff live, then that's where you refine it, and especially when you record it, that's where you really have to get in there and you have to like hear your tracks back.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, that was not that great. We should really work on this, guys.
We should do something there.
That's good advice, though, for a creative process. Sometimes when you step away from something and you just let it breathe, when you come back to it, you see it in a whole different light.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we like to work in very low stress environments. It's like not a whole lot of deadlines going on.
Yeah.
As you can
We're
see
just
from our
complaining about the
36
record
years.
label was not pushing us hard enough, or
Yeah, maybe we do need something like someone to actually say.
no management. There's no
Yeah.
management.
I'm just gonna start calling you weekly and be like, "Hey, how's that album coming along, guys?"
We would appreciate that.
It might work.
We're not going to listen, but we really
I
appreciate that.
understand. At least it'll be a nice reminder.
Yes.
Hey guys, it's Tippy here from the Tippy Jo Show, and I want to talk about mental health. You guys know that we are huge mental health advocates, and we are all about getting the help that you need. And one great way to do that is with BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com is the world's largest therapy network, and it is 100% online. And with over 30,000 licensed and experienced professionals, there is definitely somebody there that is going to suit your needs. It's so easy to get started. You just answer a couple of questions about your therapy needs, and they'll match you with a therapist that's right for you. But if for whatever reason that therapist isn't a good fit for you, you can switch to a new therapist, no problem. And BetterHelp makes it super easy to communicate with your therapist. You can text, you can call, you can video chat, whatever feels right to you, they're there waiting to listen. And the best part is you can get 10% off your first month's service by going to betterhelp.com/thebarn. That's betterhelp.com/THEBARN. Bye.
Looking to cultivate your own cannabis? Visit Main Street Grow Supply, your local one-stop shop for all things cultivation and more. Located at 101 West Main Street in Park Hills, Missouri, Main Street Grow Supply offers a wide range of top-quality products and expert advice to help you grow your best crop yet. Whether you're a seasoned grower or just starting out, their knowledgeable staff is there to guide you every step of the way. From premium soils to state-of-the-art grow lights, Main Street Grow Supply has everything you need to nurture your plants from seed to harvest. So why wait? Visit Main Street Grow Supply today at 101 West Main Street in Park Hills, Missouri, and let them help you grow with confidence. Main Street Grow Supply, cultivating community one plant at a time.
Well, think of that pleasantly. I probably won't happen. We're lazy.
Yeah. There's a
No,
lot.
like Jamar and myself, like the songs, all songs have been pretty much written before we ever got there. So
Yeah.
we're just kind of.
I think the Walmart song's really the only one I had to process. And then Bull Weevil.
Yeah,
That
yes, we have a
was,
couple
kind
now.
of done, and they couldn't figure out how to finish this the middle part, like the jam part. And I was playing with them, and I just came up with the bass line on the spot, and they're like, "That's it. That's how we got to finish that part."
Yeah, we have a
So
couple now that we actually
Yeah.
contributed to, but the rest, I'm ripping Jason off really bad. So thank you, Jason.
See, I've snuck my own parts in on the songs they gave me.
Well, that's the thing. You can't play exactly like somebody, so you make up your own stuff too. But
You do have a pretty epic drum solo on one of the new
Play
ones.
mostly what he does, but I'm gonna add my own flavor.
We wrote a shuffle. It's just like a blues shuffle. There's no lyrics or anything, but it's all instrumental. And then we're like, Steve, we need like a 10-minute drum solo in the middle of this.
and I got to name that song. It's called Slobber Knocker.
Slobber knocker.
I love
Working time.
the name.
I'm quite proud of that, actually.
Yeah.
You guys are very creative with your names. I recognize that for sure.
Actually, Mike, the sound guy down at Underground, I was walking by one night and he got me back there and stuff, and he had one line, and he says he got more to it now, but he literally was writing a song off just the Brokeneck song names. and it's wonderful. It's like so cool.
That is so great.
Yeah, it's like it's hilarious and makes sense and stuff. And I remember just the only thing I remember about it was like stealing from Walmart. But yeah, I was like, that's an honor, man. That's really cool.
Dang, we're gonna have to get Matt in the stairwell so he can do a stairwell session of that song.
Yeah.
Aw, he could dedicate it to you guys. That'd be
awesome.
cute.
He is pretty cute.
Matt's one of our favorites. Well, one of my
So
personal
Mike or
favorites
Matt?
down there.
Matt's cute.
Yeah, but Mike was writing the song.
Mike can fuck off, but Mike was the one who wrote the song. You know, he's the one who wrote the lyrics, but
Fucking sound
Screw you,
guys, I
Mike.
swear to God.
but we also love you. So
Yeah.
That's
They got
great.
cool shit back there. He lets me go back there and play with. Well, I don't know if he lets me, but I go back there.
yeah, he hasn't let me once. I just go turn shit.
He just doesn't tell you not to
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you're caught.
It's the whole permission of forgiveness
Right.
thing.
Yeah. Works
leaves-
out often.
He leaves it unattended, so that's what that means. We're allowed back there.
Yeah. Which we will be back there October 5th.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be with Doc Otis and Sacred Fuzz, right?
Yeah. That'll be a fun show.
That's gonna be an awesome show.
Stacked lineup.
Really excited for that one. What is
Yeah.
it? $10 to get in the door?
It just got reduced to
Ooh.
$5.
Oh, look at that! $5 to get in the door. Yeah, that's even better. And show
Mainly because we
starts-
want to bring some of
for the
our
price of
friends and family, and we are broke.
Yeah.
So,
I feel that though. I get it. Like I'm in the same boat.
yeah.
So show starts at 8, right?
Yeah.
And doors open at 7?
Doors at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's gonna be
Yeah.
a great one.
Yeah, it'll be a fun night for sure.
Yeah, we're stoked about that. How many times have you got? I mean, you're in Doc Otis.
He is too.
You're in Doc
Don't blame
Otis?
all this on me.
Oh my gosh.
I can't get away. Like, he's in everything I do, and vice versa.
No, I don't try. He follows me around a little bit.
So you can sense like the rage and the
Yeah.
like
Disgusting.
we don't even want to sit by each other kind
Oh,
of thing. Yeah.
whatever. Besties
Shane had
for
to
the
separate us
bestie.
at band practice.
Right. Exactly. We have a partition we bring everywhere.
just-
Tonight we're without it, so it's really uncomfortable for us.
Spending too much time together, are you?
Yeah.
Look at them, they're so cute.
He's so cute.
No, it was funny. Some people were like members of Doc Otis were asking. She's like, "Why does everybody rag on Steve all the time?" I was like, "Oh, that kind of just bled over from Brokeneck practice because we were really mean to each other at Brokeneck practice, and Doc Otis, you guys were all nice, and we didn't know really how to take that."
It just doesn't feel right. Nice is not.
Yeah.
It's not productive.
It's not.
It doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't motivate you.
Supportive kind of
creepy.
people.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's totally creepy. No, but yeah, I met Josh back in the day. You know, speaking of all that, and it's like, I'm glad I did. I mean, I met all these guys through Josh and stuff like that. But damn, man, literally like every band, because we're multiple and we're in them together, and so we see each other a lot. But no, I love it. It's awesome.
This is why I drink.
You know, I've never asked anybody on this show, but since you guys continuously multiple bands, what is that like actually juggling multiple bands and being in multiple groups with different people?
I love it, man. Like coming up through school and stuff like that, you always had your band classes during the school day or whatever, so you had multiple and everything, and then having like a rock band that you practice at your mom's house or whatever, like once or twice a week or something like that. You get really used to having
Juggling?
yeah, and doing those things, and then so it's in your blood to do it that way. Plus, like you learn a lot of different styles of music that way, and the way people play, and that just helps. You know, if you just getting some weird thing and somebody needs to jam with them and you don't know them or anything like that, all that kind of makes it more comfortable down the road. It's weird at first, but you just get in that routine. You know, like anything, like your daily life is where you can't just do one thing. You
Yeah.
know, it's and you have different styles. You know that you want to get out and. You know, Brokeneck has a lot of styles, but there are certain things that, you know, we stay on kind of an edge of certain thing.
Yeah.
And you might get that, you know, Doc Otis, for example, a lot more New Orleans jazzy kind of stuff, you know, for lack of better words and everything. So, like, playing jazz and that stuff, you get to do that, you know, where, and some in Brokeneck, but it's just...
All your musical interests are going to get an outlet somewhere.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And you don't feel complete. Like I said, you grow up like that, and it's the way you are. Yeah, complete
like,
is
for
a
me,
great
it's
way to say
natural.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
complete's
okay.
a great word to say it, yeah. Because there'll be times, like, we've been practicing for this acoustic thing, you know, and I'm just doing snare drum brushes and stuff. After I get home, I have to actually play the kit, because,
Yeah.
you know, that's great, I got that out, but I didn't get the rest of it out, you know, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun to just get loud and yeah.
It can be, it can be a hassle too, because everybody's got lives and schedules and things too. So, yeah, it makes you miss things and stuff, or you have to
choose which one is.
Yeah, you might have to, drop practice or something here and there, but I try not to.
Still make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's good to be kind of laid back about that kind of stuff. You can't be like strict and stringent about everything if you're doing multiple
When I have fun
projects.
and make good music necessarily.
And I think that's kind of just a bad rule to have for art in general, like trying to stay in between lines and stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely got to be open to all kinds of experiences, no matter what your art or creative outlet is.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to be loosey-goosey with it,
Yeah, it makes each one. I think it makes each one of those projects stronger. Because you get stuck in one thing, or not even stuck, but you're just doing one thing solely, and then you don't get those creative processes to bring back to it. And then if you do, you go to another band style kind of thing like that, and by doing that, when you come back and write songs, it adds to that.
Oh yeah, getting influences from here and there and everywhere.
Right. Yeah. Same as like listening to different styles of music, and
Heck
so
yeah. So how many bands are you in, Steve?
He lost count.
If there's a band,
All the bands that the other drummers not in.
You're right. Yeah. If they don't have a drummer, I'm probably in it. It's just, and that's not braggish at all. It's just there's not a lot of drummers around, and the ones that are working and stuff and married and things like that, where they can't do multiple bands. So, like I said, with Brokeneck, we were in a band, Iron Sun. They needed a drummer. My drums just happened to be there at the place, so why not? It wasn't my skill level or talent whatsoever. It's just my drums were right there.
Steve's been rocking it.
It's what, 3 right now going full time? Or is there more than I?
No, I'm playing with you guys, Doc Otis, Frank and Ami from Audio Glow.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a project for a while, but everybody got really busy over the summer, so we kind of put that off for a little bit. And then the UFOs, I filled in with them. The last show they did.
They sounded great last time.
Well, yeah.
Aside from Steve, actually.
Everybody else sounded
exactly.
great. Steve really fucking sucked.
Right. I've seen the video, so you're exactly right. Yeah. But and they're getting ready to do an album and stuff, and I'm gonna help them out on that, and gracious to do that for them. I'd love to.
Is Dennis going to release an album?
He says so.
He's been saying that for like 10 years now.
Have they?
Entire
What are
time
they
I'm
talking
I know, right? That's the pot calling the kettle black over there, motherfucker.
We got 3 out.
Yeah.
We got 3 out.
That's true.
We're
It
not
takes
here.
us a while.
It's like 3 or 4 years per
We're not
album,
here. Yeah, we're not here to talk about us. I don't think.
Now I'm assuming the live and Moose Cock will be on the full album. Is that single going to be on this album, or is that just?
No,
that is out.
Yeah.
That's on Spotify and
Yeah.
other streaming stuff.
So that was, okay, I'll let the cat out of the bag. That was,
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's completely live, bro.
A Tippy Jo Show exclusive.
it was a totally live performance.
It was when we played it.
Live in the garage.
Yeah, we thought that was pretty good. It was recorded a practice and then put a bunch of fake crowd sounds on top of it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's fun. I love it.
So, yeah.
Live TV
Cat's
studio
out of the
audience.
bag. Yeah. I mean, if you listen to it one time, you should be able to be like, this don't sound right.
I've heard these claps before.
You can talk about the acoustic.
The what?
So we got live for Moosecock, and I think we're talking
yeah.
about an acoustic live
Yeah, we
for
might be
Moosecock.
doing Unplugged for Moose Cock.
And not one of those were done in actual Elvins.
Which will also be 100% totally live.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's going to be
Behind
there.
their backs, they're all.
We definitely don't go back and fix the mess ups.
No editing. It's all live.
It's
Yeah.
all 100%.
And we will sit here.
Uncut and unplugged.
Ouch!
In the raw.
In the raw. Yeah. Yeah, I really like how this is going. We're not even going to write any new song. We're just going to re-release stuff as live.
Yeah, there you go. Well, listen,
Yeah.
everybody does
That's a
that.
whole album. Like, people do that.
Yeah.
We're gearing up for the greatest hits. That's good.
The least worst of.
You should release your greatest hits before you're done releasing everything else. Just like, here's our greatest hits. People be like, where the fuck did these come from?
That was going to be the name of this next album, but now you ruined it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
We'll
is that-
just cut that part out.
It's actually going to be like Brokeneck Greatest Hits, hits, and then parentheses, these are the songs we decided that you think are our greatest hits.
Yeah.
We
Technically made some songs I taught me and you over the last 2 years. These ones are bass player, drummer now.
Josh, how many bands are you in right now?
Really just the two, and then Casey Reeves. We do the Irish stuff
Seasonally.
with Oak.
Yeah.
Seasonal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do that more often. There's a lot of Irish car bombs involved in that band, and it's a lot of
Yeah. That band is a lot of fun, honestly. It's a good time.
fun. Yeah, it has been a lot of, yeah, we'd say a lot of fun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, what is that? It's only 5-6 months from now.
Is it? The idea is, so we don't play this but once a year, and it's like we probably need to brush up like halfway through.
Yeah.
And I have to relearn everything every year, and we haven't done that again. We've been talking about this for.
You know, if people can do Christmas in July, you can do freaking St. Patrick's Day in whenever you want. You know, just make a new month for it.
Well, I mean, I think that music goes with pumpkins and fall weather too. I'm just saying.
Yes, there you go.
Leprechauns and Halloween. I mean, why not?
Yeah,
We're all about
I feel
pumpkin spice, or like this our thing.
Are you a basic white girl right now?
I'm basic.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know.
I didn't take you for a pumpkin spice kind of guy. I don't know.
I think it just happened on the drive over. It was like the weirdest thing. Yeah.
Fall weather.
Yeah. Apple's superior to pumpkin. I'm just gonna say it.
Were you wearing a flannel shirt?
Terrible.
Apples are better than pumpkin, you
Like
think?
pie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you pie or cake, guys?
Pie.
Are you?
What kind of pie are we talking?
Yeah,
I'm
man,
just
that's,
saying, pie or cake?
that's
I'd probably go
subjective.
pie.
Pie? What you got, Steve?
Yeah, I'll just go pie.
Yeah? What you got?
Is cheesecake a pie or a cake? I guess it would be a cake. Cheesecake.
That's
Good
it.
choice.
You know
It's a
what?
good choice.
That's actually a really good question.
That's actually going to change my answer because you just
Well,
I
it
love
is a
cheesecake.
cheesecake. I mean,
So
it's
whatever
called a- it's a
cheesecake
baked
is.
cake.
It says cake.
It's called
That's where I'm at.
It literally has cake.
it's got a
It has
pie
cake in the word. So it's got to be cake.
Cheesecake pie.
I changed my answer to cake. Cheesecake.
cheesecake.
Can we have cookies also? Like what?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could go. We can throw 3 options out there. Jeez Louise, Oak. Such a diva.
So, return that question. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Cake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say pie, but a
Okay.
cobbler, so it's like a full dish.
I can
And then
agree with
little
that,
ass
yeah.
bitch that you know what?
If it's pecan pie,
When is this over?
then pie over cake.
Can we go get some?
He's like, now need some pie.
Yeah, where?
Is that why?
Well, no, I was just asking. I was just curious
It's just
because
the
he
soup
said
for
something
us.
about pumpkin pie, and I was like, damn, that do sound good though.
Yeah, we're a very food-oriented band.
We're a very food-oriented podcast, so
That was my next question.
It fits so well.
How do you guys like having the House of Diabetes over there?
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
Just like ice cream and cakes in the same building, and they just mesh them together.
Yes, Lulu's Cakes is like my favorite baker of all time. First of all, Jamie is fantastic, and she makes the most delicious things. Her cream horns are my weakness. I cannot get enough of them. Best on the whole planet. If you've ever had one of her cream horns, you'll never be able to eat a store-bought one again.
No, I would.
Just
I
different,
would want hers,
you
but I would
know?
still eat a store bought one. Pack of 5. Okay.
Oh, they're just super good. Favorite
And then
baker?
they can dump ice cream on top of that, right?
Yeah, you can get like, all kinds of shit together over there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, you know, they're collabing over there in that building, but they're also like Ray Cole's across the street. They bring their coffee over and they collab too. So you can have coffee from there and ice cream from there and
Oh, that's
cookies
awesome.
from there.
Yeah, I get
All right.
small businesses
And
conversion like
then,
that.
700 pounds.
after you get your shake with cookies in it and coffee, you can take it next door to Four Towns and they'll put alcohol in it for you.
Fuck
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
I know.
Okay, this is like the
Don't
best.
ask me how I know that.
All my vices right there.
That's what I'm saying. How I don't weigh 700 pounds is beyond me.
Lulu's also has the best biscuits and gravy in town.
Oh, that is a
shit.
fact.
Saturdays only.
Okay,
Really?
like, so where is that? Like, across the street?
Right.
Yeah.
It's actually right there, that way.
Oh, that way?
It's got the big ice cream cone on the front.
Yeah.
Man, I need to walk. I literally work at the music store right down there.
You'll
And
have to-
I've never made it past that block for safety reasons.
For safety
Yeah,
reasons.
dude, it's probably safety. Like,
He's just worried about the
Yeah.
lady on the bench getting him, you know?
Yeah, that whole look 2 ways thing, I never got that yet, you know?
Can't make it past Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you go into Ernie Williams and music right around closing time. Everybody that's watching this when Steve's working.
Yeah. Don't.
And just ask them a bunch of questions.
You had all day.
His favorite is for you to walk in and go, "How do you play music? Can you teach me that right now?"
So we get it them all. We had like 2 like teenage kids walk in like 5 till. Teachers read music. All right. So we had them so confused like within 3 minutes, and they didn't learn music. We want them to, but give us some time, you know.
Can't learn how to read music in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't?
It takes.
That's what I hear.
Right. Smart people probably could, but ain't me.
Can you read? Well, obviously you can read music if you're teaching other people, man.
Well, no, I can read.
He knows his ABCs pretty good.
Correct. Yeah, I count to 4 a lot, and then but no, I can read like drum set music and you know, like single line music, but I'm not like piano stuff or anything like that. I can't do it. Yeah, terrible.
That's, I mean, honestly, a little impressive because you wouldn't believe how many. Well, I'm sure you would believe. You've been playing music forever. The amount of musicians that cannot read music.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's like you have one job now.
Right. But I commend them because like learning to read music and stuff helped me learn a lot of stuff on drums, and you see these guys that don't know how to do that. It amazes me that they, you know, like I'd like to get more into depth on their learning processes because that's very impressive when you don't have the ability to count or read or anything, and then all of a sudden you're doing it. You know, I think that's wonderful. You know, I see good things on both sides of that. So.
Oh yeah.
I started out with lessons, getting taught how to read music, and I really want to start in a band. So like I realized that, you know, music, for the most part, like the guys I was like playing with, most of them guys didn't know how to read music. So like when I kind of tossed that off to the side, and when I went back to lessons, I'm like, actually just teach me how to like watch somebody play and like expand off of that. Yeah. So I switched my lessons up from learning the sheet music to how to write with other people, and then I stuck with that as opposed to going back and learning how to read sheet music.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Are you more of like a visual or hands-on learner then?
I don't know. I guess
like, can someone explain something to you like 5 times, but like you're like, I don't get it, but then if they do step you through the act, you're like, boom, got it.
So I can watch like when Josh, like I'll watch his hand do it, and then that helps me out a lot more than him just shouting frets or something at me.
Right. Figure it out.
I relate to that.
If you want more hands-on, you hands-on.
But just show me. Stop and just literally let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on, guys. You got so awkwardly signed for just a second. Like,
Which, by the way, Josh is the worst person to write out tablature when he's trying to teach you a song. He'll hand you a piece of tablature, and he's like, this is the song, and I'll go to learn it, and then there'll be like pieces that aren't even in the song. I'm like, what is this piece right here? It's not even in the song.
I'm sure whenever I was writing it down, it meant something. And then, it absolutely didn't. That part's not even in that song.
It keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
Well, I love this, guys. It's been a great day. We appreciate you sitting down with us today.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So we waiting on that album, and then hopefully we see you
Not
October
here?
5th.
Are we gonna just wait here for
No,
it?
yeah, we're leaving, and then we'll come back.
It's gonna be a while.
There's soup in the fridge.
Yeah.
Waiting is the key word there.
There's an oven in there for your
You
biscuits.
did have freezer cookies, right?
Yeah. That's the cookie shop, we call it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, before we go, though, tell us where we can find Brokeneck on social media.
We're horrible at that. Like I said, we were a lazy band, so we got the Facebook, and that's it.
Nice. So, Brokeneck.
Spotify and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, we
Like
that
the-
stuff too.
Yeah, the small places.
Basically
like
all
Spotify.
streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Also, there's a Bandcamp page, I think.
All right. Well, I was just completely wrong about that.
Oh, knows it.
We used to have a MySpace.
Oh, dang.
But we remember MySpace.
Go look for that.
We're trying to bring that back, actually.
That's our goal as a band, to get MySpace.
Probably the best way is to call any one of us and we'll play it through our phones. Through your
There
phone.
you go.
That's how we work. And then
Hey.
send us 10 cents.
Yeah. For somebody who's never listened to your music before, though, what is one if they should check out? If this is the first song they've ever heard of you, what's the best one that represents Brokeneck?
They're drunk, pissed off, probably.
Yeah. Drunk and pissed off.
Biscuits and gravy.
They're not really
yeah.
pissed off, but it fits like the
almost
style
said
of stuff.
biscuits and gravy, but
Nice.
Or biscuits and gravy. Yeah,
biscuits and
one of
gravy
those
is
two.
good, yeah.
Those seem to be the ones that people like the most.
Or Slobber Knocker, because I actually got to name that. And there's a little drum solo in it.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Is that
released
I
yet.
don't think Slobber Knocker's out yet.
No.
Fish Heads. There's a music video for Fish Heads, and there's a music video for Mississippi Nights. So there are a couple of YouTube videos floating around.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
We've been trying to do stuff. We're
I
bad
love
at
it. I love it.
We just like playing music. We don't like any of the other stuff that comes along with it.
I understand.
Talking to people.
You play music and you have fun with it, and you got 3 albums and music videos floating around. I think that's a success story.
Yeah. It has been a lot of
Really
fun.
Killing it, guys. All right, well, I'm ready to listen to some music in the stairwell.
Let's go play it.
Yeah.